Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, starring Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, Simon Pegg, Hayley Atwell, Klementieff, Vanessa Kirby, Shea, Whigham, Carly Elwes, Delaney, and Indira, Varma, and Ving, Rhames, and Esai, and is the 7th installment of the Mission Impossible franchise, which started all the way back in 1996, which is the original film, directed by, I cannot remember who directed the first film. I know that John Woo directed the second one, and J.J. Abrams directed the third one, and Brad Bird directed the fourth one. And I think the fifth one onwards has been directed by Christopher McQuarrie. And this is the first part of a two-parter film. And the first part is 3 hours long. That is insane for just a one-parter movie. That's like on like a level of like Endgame or like Return of the King. And I just got to get us out here, but this movie was incredible. I was so amazed by this movie. It was the action was brilliant. The stunts were jaw-dropping. Very, very well done. Tom Cruise is insane, but in a great way. He is fully committed. He is ruthless when he comes to his stunts, and I wouldn't want it to be any other way. I will talk more about the action sequences a little bit later on, but I want to just get off the first thing. The story was actually very entertaining, very interesting, yet it wasn't too complicated and too confusing and too convoluted. I, for one, had a very hard time following the plot of the first one. I always feel like an idiot after that movie's over because I just cannot piece every single thing together in that movie because there is so much in it, so many things to follow. But I did like how it felt like maybe that plot intensity from the first film was probably the same in this one, but it was just drawn out over the course of 3 hours instead of 2. But overall, it was really extremely entertaining. I mean, the whole cast is back and they're as good as ever, if not better. This might actually be my favourite installment in the entire film series. Ghost Protocol has been my favourite film in this series since 2011, but I feel now that's finally shifted to this one. I did really enjoy Fallout as well, though I did find the story of that film to be also very, very heavy. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that a story doesn't have to be so insanely complex like Inception or Tenet or The Prestige or even The Matrix, even though I still find that movie to be pretty easy to follow. But like, it was easy to understand while being interesting, while being insanely entertaining, and also very well shot, very well acted, very, very well directed. This is definitely my favourite Mission Impossible film so far. I guess if I had to line up the entire series of what I like from least good to best, I mean, I'm not going to say worst because none of these movies are truly awful. They were all entertaining to watch, but of course Mission Impossible 2 will be at the bottom, followed by, let's see, probably Rogue Nation, then maybe Fallout, Ghost Protocol. No. Ghost Protocol is at the front, and then in between that spot would be the original. So I really do like all these films, even though I do like more than others. And of course, John Woo one is probably my least favourite, but that's probably like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not bad. But I guess what I really wanted to say is that I just love Tom Cruise and everything now. I think he is an incredible actor. He is so committed and so passionate about making an incredible film. I guess sometimes he can come off as a little bit cheesy sometimes, but that's just like a tiny speck of bad compared to like the 95% of just awesomeness that this guy radiates. He is so incredibly ruthless when it comes to his stunts. He does it all himself. He is pretty much fearless. He is a bit crazy, but you really want him to be like that, to do the things that he does in this movie. And overall, this film, I think, was basically executed flawlessly, almost perfectly, basically perfect actually. It was so well balanced. It was so professionally produced and shot from start to finish. Everything played off like one another. All the characters had their own time to shine and they were all entertaining. I can't really find really anything to fault about it. It's basically a perfect action film in my opinion, and I haven't said that in a very long time. And overall, I'm going to give this film a 10 out of 10, the highest possible score I give it. I absolutely recommend that you go see this. It is incredible. See it wherever you can. I'm a fan of this movie, a big fan. So that's what I think of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This is only the first part of the story. So I have a lot of confidence that the second one will be just as good, if not better, because I always think something can be topped. There's no such thing, in my opinion, to something that's untoppable. You don't know until the next thing comes out. It's just the way it is. So that's my opinion of it. I hope you've had an incredible day. Definitely see this, you'll enjoy it, and as always, take care. Thank you.